Hola a todos, bienvenidos. Hello everyone. We're back today at Habla con Emma with Kyle. We're going to chat today about a few interesting topics. So, hey Kyle, how are you?
I'm very well, Emma. How are you today?
Well, I'm also well. He's celebrating 1,000 subscribers, guys. He put the work in, he worked hard, and he's out here. So, congratulations to you, Kyle.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. So today we're going to discuss a few American traditions. What American tradition is that, Kyle?
So, first, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So let's get right into it. What do you think about when you think about Thanksgiving?
Turkey, okay? Pavo. The foods
Tur-
that we eat on the holiday Thanksgiving are what comes to my mind. What about you?
Right. Definitely, I think about family and I think about our traditional food, our traditional meal, turkey. In my family, we eat roasted ham. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, but I feel like for my family, maybe that's more of a Christmas main dish.
Yeah. True, true. But we also eat that on Thanksgiving. So we also eat mashed potatoes. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay. Stuffing.
yes.
Yeah. What is stuffing anyway?
So it's like chopped up bread. You take bread, chop it up, you put your spices, uh, grasa, you put some fat in there, and it's pretty good. I think traditionally they call it stuffing because you're supposed to stuff it inside of the turkey. But my family never does that. We just have a bowl of stuffing and then a tray of turkey on the side.
Right. Mine too. Maybe they're just lazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I am a cook. I love cooking, but I don't think many other people in my family are great cooks.
Right. But who cooks the Thanksgiving dinner in your family?
Okay, so my grandpa, he was a good cook, but he passed away. Se murió hace 2 años. He died like 2 years ago. So since then, it's kind of been a potluck. And a potluck means that everybody brings like one dish, you know? So uh, for the longest time, everybody tells me to make deviled eggs. That's another food that is very Thanksgiving, very
Hmm.
traditional Thanksgiving for us.
Yeah, for you guys. For me, actually, deviled eggs is more for Easter for my
Oh,
family.
okay. That makes sense. The Easter Bunny and eggs.
The egg. We don't eat, yeah, we don't eat deviled eggs on Thanksgiving or Christmas. And yeah, thank God or thank the universe that my grandparents are still alive. So my grandfather does cook Thanksgiving dinner and my grandmother, and they never ever let us bring food. So they're always like, don't bring food, come here and eat. And you'll bring leftovers. Leftovers are like food that's left from the meal, right?
Mm.
So we always go home with leftovers.
Oh, qué rico.
Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
So, is there any traditional Thanksgiving food that you do not like?
No,
Okay.
no, I love food. What?
No, 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 no. Check this one out. This one to me is like, why is it there? Maybe you love it. Tell me if you do. Cranberry sauce.
Oh my God. Yep, that just came to my mind. Yeah, you're totally right. You know, let me say this though, okay? I think cranberry sauce is probably good fresh,
Mm-hmm.
but my grandparents just buy canned cranberry sauce. So like in a package, it's like jelly,
Yeah.
it's gross. I don't like it. But if it was fresh, I think I'd like it.
Okay. So now that I think about it, I might have a confession to make. Okay. In my
What?
mind, I think cranberry sauce is disgusting, but I can't remember a time where I ever tried cranberry sauce.
So what's the problem?
I don't know. Maybe it's delicious, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna try. One interesting Thanksgiving experience. Maybe you've had something similar. I spent Thanksgiving with a Mexican family two
Okay.
years ago, and they made their turkey with like mole. So it was turkey with like a mole sauce on top of it, and it was the best turkey I ever had. So, mis amigos mexicanos, ustedes saben.
That's too delicious. You know, the Mexican families that I have had family with, my that I've had Thanksgiving with my aunts,
Hmm.
they didn't make turkey with mole. They always made tamales,
Oh, okay.
right? Tamales. So usually some aunt makes tamales for everyone, or the grandma, mom makes tamales, and everyone eats tamales, and they make a ton. Maybe pozole, like a traditional soup.
Hmm.
Yeah, those are some traditional foods that we'll have on Thanksgiving or Christmas too. Wait, but there is one important thing on Thanksgiving Day. That's the game day, right?
Hmm.
Huge game that everyone watches.
Yeah, so we'll say American football, not to offend our Hispano hablante amigos,
Yeah.
because the rest of the entire world says football. In America, they say soccer. So when we say it's a football game here in the US, we mean American football.
Yeah,
But
like NFL.
that is something that's very traditional. I'm not a big fan. Are you?
No, but it's like such a classic, right? To
Hmm.
have just be sitting on the couch at your grandparents' house eating, and like in the background the football game's on, you know?
That goes hand in hand with Thanksgiving
Yeah,
here in the US for sure.
definitely. What else goes hand in hand?
Okay, so
Oh
here in
man.
Indiana, deer season, cazar, ¿cómo se dice?
Venado, venado.
Venado, sí, gracias. Ah, sigue siendo mi maestra. Gracias. So sometimes a lot of families here in Indiana, they go hunting for deer on Thanksgiving because the deer hunting season starts
Yeah.
late November here. So that's something with my uncles and my grandfather. That's something very traditional to go deer hunting. So, do you know when the original Thanksgiving was and why it was celebrated?
I don't know when the original was, okay? But so maybe it has something to do with the autumn harvest. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they taught us in school that it was something about like the European immigrants bringing food to indigenous communities to settle peacefully. Bullshit. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I really don't know, but that's what they taught us in school. So I don't know. I assume you'll tell me now what the real thing is, right?
So basically, that the Pilgrims, which are what we call the original European settlers, they came here and to celebrate their harvest, they invited their Indian allies here.
They're
So
good friends.
they're best buddies, okay? But there is a lot of controversy about whether the way that the indigenous people, what we call Indians, were treated. They were not treated well, at most historians will say, but that is why we celebrate, to celebrate the harvest and apparently a time of peace between enemies.
Right. So I think our reaction, like the way that we tell the story, is pretty clear that we know the truth, right? Like
Yeah. Hmm.
we know. But it's like a fundamental part of our culture, you know? So I think it shows the kind of conflict and the controversy that we have in the US, you know?
Hmm. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, history is not always beautiful. Sometimes it's very ugly.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
definitely.
one other interesting fact, and I did not just know all these. I don't walk around living my life knowing everything about Thanksgiving, okay? So I looked these up, but
Google.
it turns out that it was actually my favorite president ever who made Thanksgiving an officially uh, national holiday. Would you like to guess who my favorite president ever is?
um George Washington? No, Abraham Lincoln.
You got it.
Abraham Lincoln. Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, why is he your favorite president?
Abraham Lincoln was a badass, okay? He first of all, he was a wrestler and a boxer. Abraham Lincoln was bad. He was a tough dude.
Mhm.
Secondly, he just did so much to change to make the country what it is today. He was the head of the movement for the ending of slavery. So Abraham Lincoln was very influential. He changed a lot of things. And if you read his personal story, he went through a lot of struggles in his life and fought hard to become a great man. So I love the story of Abraham Lincoln. I think he's very interesting to learn about.
Yeah, I think he's generally regarded as a great president of the US.
For sure.
Yeah, he's an important dude.
Important
Yeah.
dude. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is. You know, something else that came to mind right now that we can't forget about on Thanksgiving that we haven't mentioned yet. It's really quite sad.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie and apple pie.
Oh,
Come
yes.
on.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Pumpkin pie, I love that. And apple pie too is super good.
I don't care for apple pie, but pumpkin pie is a weakness of mine. Definitely.
So guys, he just said I don't care for. That's like super American way to say I don't like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more of a formal way. I don't care for that.
Right. To not sound rude, right? To not be like, I don't like pumpkin pie, right?
My son would say, I don't like that, but I'm trying to be polite. I really don't care for it.
So it's not necessarily about Thanksgiving, but always something that we celebrate the day after Thanksgiving, USA and consumerism, Black Friday, right? But always the Friday after Thanksgiving, stores celebrate this day to give us discounts, right? So that's the American capitalism there. Anyway, you can get a bunch of stuff on discount, clothes, technology. So that's cool, right? You can get your Christmas gifts a month early and get some discounts.
hmm So I have never personally went to a Black Friday sale. Have you?
I have.
You
I
say that
have.
without pride.
No. Because I'm a hater on consumerism, yet I was the first one there that day. And I only
Oh
went
my
1
goodness.
year, okay? I only went 1 year and I was disappointed in the
Yeah.
discounts, right? It wasn't all that great. Anyway, I went 1 year, but then every year we come out hearing horror stories about like an old lady was trampled in the line at Walmart on Black Friday, you know? So it's kind of ridiculous to me.
For sure. But you
Yeah,
know what I do like is Cyber Monday because you could do that from your home.
that's a good one. Ooh, Cyber Monday. Okay, I can do that from Spain.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, good
Yeah,
one.
so Cyber Monday is the Monday following Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and it's the same thing. There's discounts on Amazon or whatever website you go to that sells goods, and you can find some good deals like that and not have to deal with the crazy people trying to stomp you down.
Right, exactly. People fighting to get to the line and everything. It's just a little bit ridiculous.
It's sad. Yeah, I think the worst element show up for things like that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, anyway, that was an interesting conversation about Thanksgiving.
hmm So
Yeah.
as we end this, I would like to do one thing that my family actually does at the Thanksgiving celebration. And if you would be so kind as to do this with me, I'd like to say one or two things that we're both thankful for in our lives.
Yeah. Okay, you put that out on me, so you go first. I need to think about this.
Okay, I am very thankful for my family, including my son, my mom, my siblings, my fiance. I'm very thankful that I have people who support me and help me whenever I have problems in my life. I'm thankful for my job that lets me support my family. And I'm really thankful for everybody who watches my videos. It's an honor for me to be able to touch people's lives and to help them with a goal that you and I both know can be very important in somebody's life, learning a new language.
Yeah, those are great things. I think probably most people are going to say I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my loved ones.
hmm
I'm grateful that I have the flexibility to go home and visit my family. I'm here in Spain and I bought my plane tickets to go home in December. So I'm
Awesome.
very grateful that I have that flexibility because I know there are a lot of people who don't have the opportunity and the privilege to move across borders in that way, in such a free way. So I feel very grateful to be able to go home and visit my family, and then, after a month, come back to my life in Spain and just continue creating. Yeah, I'm grateful that I have a job that allows me to be creative and teach what I love so much, teach languages, and yeah, make fun videos and create content for language learners and for people who want travel tips. So,
Wonderful.
yeah, I'm super grateful for all of those things.
Excellent. I think it's very important that we think about the good things we have in our lives. I enjoyed speaking with you and hearing about how you celebrate Thanksgiving and what you think of it. So, as always, awesome conversation, Emma.
All right. Adios a todos. Goodbye, everyone.
Adios.